Have you been finding it hard to make sales online even when you run adverts? All you keep getting from your customers is, I will get back to you. If you're facing any of these difficulties, I have got to cover today because today I am going to be sharing with you the reasons why your customers are not buying from you and how you can sort it. The immediate action you can start putting in for you to get massive results. And I can assure you, if you start implementing all that I'm going to be teaching you in this class, especially the last point I am going to be listing out, I can assure you that you are going to be seeing results in less than a week. I bet it with you. So I want you to sit right. I want you to quit any form of distraction, and I want you to go with me in the class why I am going to be discussing with you the mistakes that is chasing away your customers. Let's quickly look into the reasons why people don't buy. Perhaps you're finding it hard to make sales online. These are the reasons why people will never buy your product. Let's go into that. The first reason being is no money. How are you going to convince your customers when they tell you that there is no money? Bro, okay, now, you don't have money with you to buy, you want to purchase a product, but you don't have money to buy it. You're willing to buy, but you don't have the money to buy. As a seller, how can you convince your customers when they say no money? Fine. Now find an option, give them options on how they can make this payment. Perhaps if your customer tell you no money, that's the reason why they can afford to buy your products. Is either you tell them to pay instrumentally. That's one of the reasons why, or one of the ways in which you can make your prospects buy from you. When you give them the option of maybe buy now, pay later, that's one way in which you can make your customer do what? Buy from you. When they tell you that what? No money. The second way you can also do is this, you give out debt. Okay, I'm going to sell it for you. When are you going to pay me back? That's also one of the ways you can make your customer buy from you when they say what? When they say there is no money. But in terms of this debt, this is not really advisable because this does not, it doesn't, it's not applicable in all businesses. There are some business that they will never give you debt. This is out of it. But if you can bear the risk, giving debt is one of the ways in which you can close the sales when customer said there is no money. But you have to understand how to make this work for you so that your money won't go into the forest. The second reason why prospects are not buying your products or are not going to be buying your products is no trust. Prospects are never going to buy your products when they don't trust you. Put yourself in their shoes, most especially we Nigerians. Everyone are very skeptical when it comes to buying anything online because we believe we can get scammed. So that's one of the reasons why people are what? When they don't trust you, they will never buy your product. Let me use this as an example. Put yourself in your prospect or your customer's shoe. You want to patronize, you want to purchase something online, but you've not been seeing the brand before, you don't know about them before, they've never added any value to your life before. Do you think you are going to buy from such brand because you see the adverts pop up on your screen? No! I can assure you, you will keep swiping away. But assuming your brand is a brand that has been coming up every day, showing up every day, giving values to people about what you're doing, about your niche, adding value to people's life, helping them solve the little problems that they have concerning that your product will make you build trust. Building credibility and trust is not something you can just think you wake up a day and you fix that. No. You can't fix this in just a day. It has to take time for people to trust you. But once people trust you, my brother, you're gone. When it comes to sales, you're good to go. Just like boom, the boom, your product started selling. That's just it. Once people trust you, you're good. The third reason why people are not buying your product or people might not buy your product is what no urgency. When you are telling prospects to buy, you must give them a reason why they should act now. Prospect might say, okay, I'll get back to you. When? They will never get back to you. One name, why? My brother, my sister, will prospect say, I will get back to you? How many of them has later get back to you? They will never get back to you. But you have to give them a reason why they should act now. Act now. Give them reason why they should act now, not later. Okay, perhaps you may say, for the first 10 customers to send us a DM, we are going to give a 10% discount. Actually, it is every one of them who are going to come into your DM that the 10% discount is for. But because you want them to act now, not later, not later. You don't want them to act later. You want them to act now. You want to fasten their action. You must give them a reason why they should act immediately. You don't tell some people when they give you a spoon, this is food, eat now, they will not eat. It's not that they don't know that they are hungry, they knew they were hungry, but because they want you to tell them they should eat, that's the reason why they are not eating that food. So for you to make sales, you must what? You must give urgency. Give them the reason why they should act now and not later. That third reason why prospects are not buying your product, and they will never buy your product. If you don't include this in your marketing, they will never buy your product. The fourth reason being why your prospect will never buy your product is what? No need. How are you going to convince a prospect or a customer that doesn't need your product or your service to buy from you? Okay, let's do this. Let me give an instance. You know our Igbo brothers now. As a Nigerian, if you are in Nigeria, you understand what I'm saying. Our Igbo brother, Igbo is a tribe in Nigeria. They will convince you that has two legs to buy conscious. I am very, very sure you know about this. Igbos will convince you that you have two legs and is working normally to buy conscious. You say, buy this thing. Buy this thing is on promo now. Okay, are you telling me my leg is going to break? No. But it's just a marketing strategy. How can you convince your customers when they say they don't need your product? Some people say they don't need it, but they don't, or they are not aware that they need it because you haven't told them that they need it. That's more reason why some people who said or prospect who told you they don't need it are not buying from you. It is not that they don't need it, they need it, but they need someone to tell them the reason why they need it and what is being used for. How important is that thing? And what are the values it's going to add to their life? What are the things that are going to benefit from this product? When prospects say they don't need it, how can you make them buy when they say they don't need it? How can you convince people who don't have or who don't need this your service to get it from you? It is very, very important you understand how you can convince them, educate your prospects about your products. Not just telling prospects buy, 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 buy. It's not about them come and buy. It is not all the time you keep putting content of buy, buy, buy outside. No. Educate your prospects. Educate prospects. You have to educate your prospects. It is very, very important And it is very, very advisable if you want to grow your business to what? Educate your prospects. Let them know about your business. The more reason why most people say they don't need the service or they feel like they don't need it is because you don't educate them. You failed to educate them. I'm using the Igbos as an example. You are going on the way, you go to market, most of the Nigerian markets, go there, most especially Ikeja markets right here near me. You see those guys selling trousers, selling checks. Hey, what's that, bro? Come check them out. This thing I size. So I swear, honestly, just put out for net. Bro, no, just put out for net. They are already putting it on you. You see an Igbo guy, you are putting on size 41, but they will convince you that size 40 is okay for you. Actually, in maybe US, UK, and some other foreign countries, they use shoes of size 9, 8, something like that, some size like that. But right here in Nigeria, presently, what we make use of is size 41, 42, numbers like that. So you're using size 41, but an Igbo guy will convince you that size 40. You already know that this thing is not your size. I won't be needing this. Let me go for something else. But they will convince you. They will make sure they will do everything. You see that they remove the shoe pack. You see, bro, you don't need shoe pack. Put that for your leg like that. Put that. You see, no be until you wear shoe, wey go dey run for the leg. When you put on shoe, your leg it will stand very well on you. Na that time you know say, I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. How can you convince your customers when they say they don't need your service or your products? There is no other way you can convince them than educating them. I don't know if you get what I said right there. I said they are going to put the shoe on you and they'll tell you that when you put it on, it makes you stand very well. It makes you stand fit. Not you putting on shoes that your leg will run in it. Your leg will feel like you are not okay with it. But for you, you might feel like this thing is too tight. I don't want to. No, so this thing is leather now. You will still expand. You don't understand. When you start putting it on now, you will see the thing expand. Sometimes it will expand. You won't do okay. If you go buy the thing, you say you going to do anyhow for your leg. It's not going to make sense. So buy the one that confirm thing will make you start well. They are trying to do what? They are trying to drive your mind away from this no need to what? Need. Either you like it or not, you will have to take it. You will have to what? Take it. But let's assuming this is not going to work for 100% of people or their prospects or their customers who come to them that day. I can assure you, this logic is going to work for, let's say, 45% of them. Yeah. You know, if one logic is working for 45% of prospects, what if you make use of these days? I can assure you it is going to be getting to, let's say, 80, 83 or 84% of prospects are going to turn into your customers. And when you have 84% of people coming to you, out of 100 buying from you, 83 or 84, please bro, what do you need? What else do you need? So, the first reason why prospects are not buying is no money. And when they tell you no money, how can you solve it? Is either you give them instrumental option or debt. But don't forget I told you this is not advisable. But you can do what if you think it is okay with you and you know how to go about it, you can easily use this. It's also one of the reasons or one of the ways you can make prospects buy your product. The second reason is no trust. When people don't trust you, they don't buy from you. The world is, Nigeria right here, we're being skeptical about online activity. So it is until when people trust you that they buy from you. And how can you make people trust you? Is by what? By showing up. Showing up in front of them every blessed day. And when I said showing up, it's not just you showing up, it's you showing up and adding value to their life. I hope you find this useful and I hope you've learned one or two things. I believe you've jotted one or two things down and you have seen where your mistakes are and what are the things you can implement that is going to bring effective change or immediate change into your business. And I can assure you, if you could try this out, you are going to be seeing a massive change and a massive result in your business. Please, I would advise you to subscribe to this channel. This is how I help small business owners like you by sharing a lot of useful information like this. I'm pleading you, please kindly click on the subscribe button and Click on the notification bell for you to get notified whenever I drop a useful video like this. And I am promising you that I will keep on giving you a good, useful, educative content like this. Thank you very much. I am Oladipo Suleiman, and I will see you in the subsequent video.